Good morning.
Alexa, ooda bing da boom boom. Yes, great Master Jabba. I'll play Coffee on the Dark Side. It's me, Alexa, with a sad voice, with a dark voice, with a deep voice. Welcome to another week! And we have a listener that's been playing us on Alexa. Thank you.
Clap, clap.
Clap, clap, clap. Fancy clap. You have more money than we, but fancy clap. How have you been, mate?
That's a good question. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah. First of all, sorry for delay. Life sucks. Life got has things on the way, which kept us from the normal release. We are back, and we are planning to have this steadily recording on weekends to release on Mondays now.
If you go to our social medias,
It's been warning.
Facebook and Instagram, there's a warning there with some updates regarding Coffee on the Dark Side. We are now recording, like we just said, on weekends, Saturdays afternoon or Sundays. So the news will be even fresher,
Yeah.
and episodes will be released on Mondays instead of Fridays.
Yeah. It's like the late night show on Fridays, which got the drug habit of the voice of the program stopping him from doing the show on Fridays, so they changed it to Monday nights.
Instead of finishing the week on a bad note,
You
start
starting
the week
on a bad note.
which I think is very positive.
Yeah, just because Monday sucks, right, Garfield?
References.
References. And copyrights.
Don't say Garfield then. Say
Field Garf.
Orange Cat.
No, Field Garf.
Field Garf.
Field Garf, you am I right? Off references.
Non-copyrighted references.
Non-copyrighted. Less money for us to pay. Fuck, I'm so tired.
But you know what? It's funny.
What?
It's been 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and you would think that you would have a lot of things
to say.
and a lot of news to talk about this week,
Well-
and there isn't.
It's because it's like our work lives. For example, I was trying to contact companies because of my company, and most of the people on the other companies went on vacay. So the guys spreading rumors
All right.
are active because they're always
Yeah.
jobless.
We are.
But the other guys spreading news are on vacay.
It's August. I forgot it's August.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of August, we have the new list for the August Battlefront 2.
Yes,
Events.
We do.
So
So
we'll grab it in a bit. I forgot to play for the rest of the quests.
I have not played it because I've bought Mortal Kombat 11, so I've been experiencing with it.
I bought Horizon, the New Dawn Complete Edition, so I forget.
Yeah.
I forgot also.
I think it's funnier to actually be crushing other guys' bones rather than just be shooting people
Yeah.
online.
I've been trying to shoot droids, but proper droids, not skinny droids.
Yeah.
So,
And I got the game like half price. So
I got for 15 euros.
so it's half
Yeah.
price.
Yeah,
It's half price still.
yeah. Now the game went to the PlayStation Hits, and the PlayStation Hits had a discount of 25%.
Yeah.
So I was like, should I buy it? I have so many games, but should I buy it? But you don't have time. But should I buy? Yeah, sure, buy it.
Yeah, you buy it.
Yeah,
You
I
buy
bought it.
Yeah. I was
Actually, in that day, I went later to bed and I had to sleep for work because at the last time I arrived home and I said, nah, fuck this shit, I'm still going to buy the game. So I was at the mall like 15 minutes before 10 buying the fucking game.
Oh, nice.
And the guy from the shop had to help me to find the game because they had like 3 units left somewhere
Over the rainbow.
over the rainbow on the shelves, hidden in the dark places. And he found it.
Well, I was scrolling down the internet when I started to see some videos of people playing Mortal Kombat on tournaments,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, the game looks nice. This game looks like actually good.
Yeah.
So let me see the prices online. So I checked Mortal Kombat prices online. And
Your Google skills are amazing.
and I'm not an engineer. No, imagine if I was. So yeah, I started to see the prices on stores, and I was like, yeah, it's still on full price.
Fuck this shit.
Yes, no, I'm not going to spend 70 euros on this. And then I started to see some Amazon ads, and I was like, I have an Amazon account. Let me check. Amazing. Yeah. And I started to see them like 50, 45, 42, and I was like, this is half price. Let me check if this is the real thing. And I was like, Amazon, free delivery, and it was like 42 euros, and free shipping directly from Amazon, and an English edition, not the Spanish one.
Oh.
And it only takes like 2 days to arrive. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm going to buy this. So I bought it, and I got an email saying that it would arrive on the 5th of August, which is tomorrow. And this was like a week ago. So I thought, yeah, a week waiting for a game. Yeah, it's okay. It's
good,
okay.
I'm good,
I can
yeah.
actually. 1 day later, I got an email saying that it would arrive on the 12th, which is next Monday from tomorrow. And I thought, 2 weeks to wait for a game.
Yeah, I can still
live with it. Yeah, I can still live with it. So on the 31st, which was Wednesday,
You got the third email.
I went to work because my vacay was over and I had to go to work.
Sad.
And I was working like a normal person, and someone called me. I checked the number, and I gotta take this. So I left the production zone, and yeah.
Hello.
So I spoke with the person who was calling me, and I thought to myself, let me see if I have emails. And I checked my email, and it was saying the game...
Your game was going to arrive on 19th.
No, the game is arriving today, and I was... Okay.
It was like, sorry sir, I'm feeling sick, I have to go home.
So first thing I said is, I have to call my dad, because he's the one who has to bail me out on this. So I called him, and I have a package coming today, and yada yada yada.
Did you sign?
And yeah, the game arrived like at 2 o'clock or something. It took 2 days.
Woo!
So
the ads were real.
I was happy.
I have just a short story of this week. I used a very important lesson that my father gave me. That if you feel sick on a Monday or on a Friday, you don't call work to say you're sick.
No, you don't.
You go to work, you vomit at the workplace,
Yes.
and they will send you home.
Yes, because if you don't show up before or after your days off, it's worse for you.
No, it's because this Friday I woke up and I was feeling like terrible, sick, pale. My body was aching, everything. When you awaken, you're like, shit, I'm sick. And you pray that you only get sicker at work or you get better and can work.
Yeah.
And I went to work. I tried to hold up. I throw up. I said, sorry, I need to go home because I'm not feeling great.
Because I am dying.
I'm dying. This is all true, just in case my workplace knows about this podcast. I was literally sick.
Well, if you told them you have a podcast, maybe they know about it.
No, they don't. I have not told them. I'm still like in that early stage. I'm like just drinking my coffee, awkwardly stare.
I think that this would be a great icebreaker.
The thing is, everyone is older than me, and I'm not seeing anyone who's geek as us.
Oh, okay. Maybe they have children who are. Have you thought about that? This is a word of mouth.
Yeah, I know some of kids. At least the kids I've heard about, they're more like athlete type than nerd type.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
But
That's not funny at all.
well, they have fun breaking their bones. So literally.
Yeah.
No, literally. The stories I've heard.
I know.
Yeah.
I've broken my bones too, so I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm talking specifically about the kids.
I was a kid when I broke it.
Good for you.
It's the best opportunity to
You
break a
felt
bone.
the curse of the Peter Pan. You live the Neverland and you grow up.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Good thing that I broke my arm when I was a kid and not when I was. Excuse me. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Okay.
How can I tell you?
Okay.
So news. Star Wars news.
Unfortunately, I think that the only thing we have are rumors. To be fair.
I have
And
some things that are not from the movies.
Apart from the actual news from Battlefront and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm talking like movie-wise, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Movie-wise. So, what we have of real things to talk about are things from the games and
For games.
the other media from Star Wars. So, if you want to start.
Now, welcome to our special part of the episode, the corner of rumors.
The corner of rumors.
The corner of rumors. First rumor of the week.
We need some supermarket music to put behind. Will the owner of the vehicle with the license plate number
of
6
the speedster. The owner of the speedster.
DS 12345 will the owner please meet what's it called? An employee next to
The
your
receptionist.
vehicle. The receptionist next to it, please.
At the balcony.
So yeah. So we want to start with the rumors. We have two kind of stupid rumors. I think that at least for me they're kind of stupid.
We can invent more.
Yeah.
Let's brainwash some rumors.
But the thing is, these are actually documented. The first one says that Rey has a deep connection with Palpatine. And it says that Rey's arc will have her searching for answers on her family, and eventually she will find a secret base in the middle of a canyon. In that base, she discovers secrets of her father, which in fact was a known scientist and responsible for clones in a lab inside the planet of Jakku. And in the same spot, there's a recording of Palpatine speaking about the process of cloning.
Okay,
It
first
also,
of all,
let me
that's
just
stupid.
finish. Let me
So,
just
yeah.
finish. During the movie,
Yeah.
according to the rumor, Rey will discover that Luke couldn't kill one of the clones, and for some time that's how Palpatine survives. But then the villain remains as a spirit, waiting for a new host. So I have mixed feelings about this. But since you were all fired up, you can start.
Wait. So it's not clones, it's clones of Palpatine.
Yeah, Uncle Palps. Which was my first theory. Apart from the spirit thing.
So they're grabbing whatever shit show they can possibly manage from games that were taken out
Of canon.
of canon
Yeah,
and the little side story of Battlefront 2.
kind of. Yeah.
People stop doing drugs. Say. The clones have been banned. No one is allowed to clone, not even the Lord Palpatine. I think.
I think that the clones are actually somewhat a good idea. I mean, I don't rule it out, but I don't think that they would clone Palpatine like forever.
No, the first thing is that we would get a younger Palps.
Yeah,
A younger Palps.
because of the no,
Yes.
no, because it says that that clone that survived with Palps eventually died out, and Palps is now a spirit looking for a host.
Probably the process they were doing is the process that was documented by the
The Kaminoans
Kaminoans.
with the
The end
the accelerated
Exactly.
growth. Yeah,
or they were studying the art form and they didn't have the equipment to do it properly or copy the force fields. And so basically you don't need a clone, you need a skin pocket.
yeah, because the theory kind of contradicts itself, right?
Because if it was a clone,
Because it says it's a clone, but then it says it's a spirit and it needs a host.
yeah, so a
Which-
skin pocket.
Which is it, lady? Make up your mind.
It's been months since the game has been released, so I'm gonna say this. People, don't confuse Kingdom Hearts with Star Wars. Because on Kingdom Hearts you have a thing called the replicas, which is basically a skin pocket for souls / hearts to embody with. Bodies that didn't have souls before or didn't have bodies before. Yeah. So, what the shit fuck. And one of the reasons this is the idea isn't bad. It was like but it's kind of overplayed. You know, the bad guy appearing again is it's my clone. Is my host. This is my host. This is my host number 42.
Now you will feel my full penetration of the force.
Again.
Penetration.
Penetration.
Now I'm ashamed of me saying this. I'm ashamed.
What? The rumor of the penetration.
The penetration. Kids.
There's a lot of penetration in Star Wars. If you see it
Kids forget about penetration. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Of course there is penetration. Just.
How else would we get Luke and Leia?
And Ben is living proof that Han Solo cream pied Leia at least once.
He shot first.
And Anakin cream pied Padme at least twice.
Twice?
No, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, they're twins. Yeah, they're twins.
twins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Funny thing about twins is like it's always confusing. Imagining the run of the little white serpents. And one guy, there's that joke where they, Even you feel bad about never winning a race, just remember, at some point in your existence, you were the first to arrive because you were born. And that's false. Because the first spermatozoid to arrive is not the one who incubates.
Yeah.
It's the son of a bitch who steals the place from the guys doing the work to impenetrate. Here's a life lessons for you.
Dude. Wait, how did we end up here?
Penetrate!
How has the conversation evolved into this? Jesus.
First of all, it's we.
Yeah.
So I'm
it's
not
us,
surprised.
Yeah. It's us, yeah.
And second of all, it's us, yeah.
Yeah,
It's we.
basically that's
Yeah.
it, yeah. But yeah, about this rumor, there are some things that I kind of agree on, but the majority of it is something that I can't put inside my head. I mean, why a clone? Why?
No. I've even better. Then they would say that the clone shattered in a million pieces, and the piece with the most force attached to Rey, who it was a baby clone of the mother DNA,
Jesus.
because he's an officer.
People are sick.
Alright, he's an officer. He's working on the clones. But if he's working on the clones, how the fuck does he have the force?
The Force works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, but fuck you.
Midichlorians, bitch!
For one, grabbing the thing that most people have complained about the last years because of these movies, is the force supposedly is hereditary. Supposedly.
Not necessarily.
But supposedly.
It's heavy. It relies heavily on it, but it's not just.
Yeah, but you know the it's like, what the fuck?
I think that these guys, or better yet, some of these guys don't actually know what they're saying.
Or they're just bullshitting.
Or if they do know, which I want to believe they do, they kind of run out of ideas to put on their YouTube channels, and and sometimes just say whatever the first things they remember.
Because shit sells, everyone's buying.
But the thing is, I just don't understand why people bang on clones so much. I think that this is just some.
Wait. What did you just said?
I know what I've said. and I know. I know what you understood about it, or by it. But I am not talking about clapping some cheeks from an Area 51 alien kind of thing.
Bang on some clones.
I said bang on clones, not bank clones.
I said bang on.
Yeah, bang on clones is like...
Bang on.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
I'm just going ahead.
Yeah. Do it.
I don't know why people want to keep on bringing these Palpatine clone stuff. I think that this is something that they just enjoyed so much from the expanded universe that they want desperately to bring it back. But I don't think that they will bring it back.
Bring it back. I don't remember the rest of it.
because on Battlefront 2, what we see, I don't think that what we see is a Palpatine clone. I think it's a robot.
It was a robot.
With a recording
message
from Palpatine.
Heavily...
Like a kind of living holocron from...
It was like heavily recorded.
Yeah.
Drone for the mission.
Yeah, for Admiral Versio.
Yeah.
I think it's Admiral. What I agree on with this theory, I'm not going to touch on Rey's father thing. I'm not going to touch on it because I really couldn't care less about Rey's parents. I couldn't, because I think people are asking the wrong questions. I think that what's important on this trilogy is
What's
Ben.
the answer to the universe?
Is Ben. I think what's important in this trilogy is Ben, and everyone thinks it's Rey.
I remembered something.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Hold on.
Let me not forget.
Hold on to your poop.
Yeah.
So what I agree on with this theory is the Palpatine being a spirit. I don't say it's looking for a host. I think it's a spirit, and he trapped his spirit inside a Sith holocron.
Ooh.
Ghostbusters.
We use the Force. We're gonna kill you.
But I think that the most
Force choke. Are you feeling it?
Oh yeah, harder, daddy. What? Yeah, I think that's the most plausible theory, is that he is inside the Sith holocron, and someone.
And it's canon.
I don't know.
Rebels.
Oh right, yeah. Wait, what?
Rebels, when you arrive the temple.
Palpatine trapped inside a
Not
Sith
Palpatine. I'm saying Force spirits being trapped on Sith holocrons.
Oh yeah. I'm saying actually Palpatine.
Oh.
I'm saying actually
He was still alive at the time.
That's why I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
You say what?
In the butt. I said what? In the butt. Too
You
much.
say what?
Too much South Park.
In the Star Wars sequence.
But yeah, I think that's the most plausible part of the theory, is himself being a spirit, but he's trapped inside a Sith holocron.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now let go of your poop and say what you remembered.
Comics. 4 issues of Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren.
Oh yeah,
It's been announced.
Those are new.
Yeah.
But that's news, not rumors. So
But I remembered because of blah, 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 blah.
So you're in the wrong segment.
But I didn't want to forget.
Yeah. Good thing you've thrown your poop.
Yeah.
Phil, do you have poop?
Phil,
Throw
if
it now.
If you have any poop now.
I don't
Second
know.
rumor.
I don't know how to say it in English. I think I haven't seen Madagascar in English.
I think I've seen it, but never given the importance that I need to that.
Phil?
Phil, stage caca, atira agora.
So, second rumor. This is even crazier and kind of stupider. This is even crazier and kind of stupider. It basically says that Palpatine has a secret fleet.
Bam.
Okay. So it says that Palpatine has a secret fleet exploring the unknown regions. And this group is commandeered by the real villain of whatever. And it would be guarded by the Sith stormtroopers. It also says, and this is coming from a YouTube channel, it's called Making Star Wars, which is kind of, it usually gets its theories kind of right. He also says that the Sith stormtroopers are hidden in a fleet in the outer regions, and that they have a fleet with Death Star styled weapons. It also says that Kylo Ren's mission is finding an apparatus, something called Wayfinder. With it, he will find the secret fleet and Palpatine's legacy. I think
that screams so much Battlefront 2 solo mission that I like it.
But this is so much more interesting than the other. Yeah. I think it's crazier.
It's not.
Crazier. I think it is crazier.
No, I think it's crazy. But the fact it makes more sense.
Yeah. I said it was stupid, but now that I'm reading it again, and with more attention to it, I think that it's not even stupid.
It's like one of those things that you grab by the book and it says,
apart from the Death
stupid
Star,
title.
apart from the Death Star thing,
yeah,
which I think that it's overplayed,
yeah.
and I don't see it that they would have one.
I
But
don't, no, wait. They're not
shit.
saying Death Stars.
No,
They're
they
saying
said
Death Star weapons.
Death Star styled weapons.
Styled weapons. I think they meant the fucking disc.
Just the laser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. If it is just the laser, okay, that makes sense.
It's like the big ass giant cannon that was on Star Wars 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
you know.
Okay.
First of all, it's canon that Palpatine felt something from the unknown regions and wanted to explore.
And I think that it's also canon that thing he felt was actually Snoke. I think that's also canon. I think.
Not sure.
I'm not sure, but I think it is.
And remember, the shiz came from where? The blue guys.
The blue guys.
Yeah. Thrawn.
Oh,
it was a shiz.
Yeah.
Where is the planet of the shiz?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it was on the unknown region.
I think it was on the outer.
And he also was worried about something.
I don't know if
zone.
I don't know if it is unknown regions or just outer rim.
Now you got me.
I think it's outer rim.
But there are a lot of there have been a lot of rumors and theories about Palpatine feeling something from the unknown region, and I think the Wayfinder is the small compass
that Luke took on Paleo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
That would work, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he finds it just after the death of Palpatine.
And it connects the fucking franchises.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're doing there. Yeah.
Plus, several ships have been sent on the orders of the Red Droids. Not just the one we're in the game. There are several ships doing the plans. Otherwise, the other race, the instructor that you have to save on Battlefront 2 would have continued the work after the ship on Battlefront 2 being.
No, the one that you go get on. I think it's Vendor. No, it's not Vendor. Whatever. On that planet in the middle of Operation Cinder.
Yeah.
Because they're starting Operation Cinder.
Yeah.
And that's where...
shit goes nuts.
Yeah, that's when Aiden and Del change sides. Yeah.
Do you feel a disturbance in the force? Because I feel it on my pants.
The thing is, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
The thing is,
yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I was trying to.
I was trying to form the sentence in my head, and it just.
The thing is the theory. The thing is the facts. The thing is the game.
I was forming the phrase in my head.
Man, think.
And then Thanos came and just
snapped the fucking away.
Yeah, it just snapped half of it, and I was like, yeah. Thanks, Thanos.
Yeah, fuck you.
Now I have the useless information. Thank you.
That's what people call the second part of the end game. Not the end game is the second part, sorry. Some people complain a lot about that movie. I like the movie, but people complain about
Endgame.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed Infinity War more.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah. But returning to Star Wars. It's cray, but it's lovely. Why? Because there have been several facts through the canon, the current canon that support this theory. Not just people saying, "Oh, there must be something on the unknown region, huh? And it's not your mama."
Kids, this is a story of how I met Kylo Ren's master.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sang by Jabba the Hutt.
There was this kid called Anakin.
He was a small boy,
There was this kid called Anakin.
but
and
he was aged before than me.
And he was the fastest boy in all the desert.
And at the time, how do you say?
This is getting biblical.
Yeah.
Here.
He was the chosen one, so let him inside my pants. And this is a joke about Harry Potter.
What are you on, man? What exactly are you smoking?
Lack of sleep and coffee.
You just drank a coffee.
I need more.
Okay.
Back to the
back
podcast.
to the theory.
Back to the theory. Again, I like it.
He's alive. The duck is alive. I mean, he's on the Old West, but he's alive.
Wow, wow, West.
Wild old rim. Outer rim, sorry.
Wild old rim. It works. Fuck. Think. Use the force. I like it.
Think, Anakin.
Think.
Use your feelings.
I don't have a father. We're going out.
We need serious medical attention.
We're like trying to go back on the rails of the episode, and once we get there, it's like the episode of Wipeout, where you get with this bone stick and there I go again.
There I go again on
My own. Boom, boom. The force never let me know.
But yeah, you were saying that there are a lot of canon things that support this theory. I think that's what you were
trying to say like 9 seconds ago.
But then you completely forgot. I mean, it's like I said, it came Thanos and... Sorry, man.
Fuck you. And the theory is great. There have been a lot of things supporting the theory. Once we get again the Force Ghost of Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, and support the theory, I have a disturbance that in the Outer Ring, my master felt something. Go look for it, son. I'm a girl. Go look for it, daughter. I don't care. I'm dead. And all this with the voice of the actor playing Darth Vader would be nice.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. You remember that voice from Mortal Kombat who said, "Finish him."
Yeah.
And it said like Scorpion.
Yeah.
And Sub-Zero. Yeah. On the new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That voice sounds like Darth Vader.
Maybe it's the same guy.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think it's the same guy. But it really sounds like it. I was like, I think it was yesterday. I was like playing a couple of matches, and I was like, yeah, I'll go with Scorpion, yeah. And I was like, Scorpion! And
What the fuck?
let me just
Replay
choose
the shit.
another. Let me just choose another guy. Johnny Cage! And I was like,
Dumbass bitch.
yeah.
One
Then
of
I
the
was
things
like, then I played another, and I was like, okay, I'll choose this guy, Sub-Zero, and shit.
I have a feeling.
Let me just, there's a pattern here. Sonya Blade. Jesus, this guy sounds like Darth Vader. Fuck.
better would have been with Soul Calibur when they had Darth Vader on the game.
Scorpion. Get over here.
Get over
Hey,
here. I feel a disturbance.
In my panties.
So yeah, we support this rumor. Let's get over
Yeah.
with it.
So yeah, if you want to check this rumor better, just find making Star Wars on YouTube.
And this ad has been not supported or paid for it. It's a free ad.
This is actually like
It's like a like.
yeah, go do this.
It's like a hat, a like, and a share on
Support this guy.
Facebook.
Support this guy. He knows what he's doing.
Exactly.
I forgot there is another rumor. This isn't directly related to the plot, but you know Kevin Smith. You know who he is.
You know I'm terrible with names.
Yeah, this guy. I'll just show you.
Tell me a movie.
He's not an actor.
Oh.
He's
Oh!
Yeah.
Silent Bob.
yeah,
Yeah.
this guy. Yeah,
Silent Bob, yeah.
this guy is a huge
Star Wars fan.
Star Wars fan, comic book fan, and he was on set during the filming and the wrapping up of the Rise of Skywalker when J.J. Abrams actually invited him, and he says that
It's gonna blow your mind.
he witnessed the shooting of the final scenes, and he says that I was at the studio and they told me that the last scene would just blow my mind. So trust me, you will want to be in a movie theater to watch that scene. So this is a man I kind of respect,
Yeah.
and I kind of
Remembered Silent Bob too.
yeah, and not just that. I mean, he has a podcast about these kinds of
Thingies.
thingies, and he actually speaks about it with a lot of
Knowledge.
not
Wisdom.
not just that. It's like you kind of see the fire in his eyes. I mean, he actually enjoys
Puts gasoline on the eyes and set it on fire. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. This man is on fire. No, I mean,
Just
he has
in
that.
the eyes.
It's like that thing people have in their eyes when they are doing something they really enjoy, and when they're discussing something they really enjoy. It's like
Yeah.
watching two hooligans discuss football.
Yeah.
You don't see
It's
you don't see anything in their eyes, but when they want to start fighting, that's just when their
It's
pupils.
like when you see a grandma talking about that cross stitch.
Yeah, it's like
You actually see the fire.
The pupils expand.
She would move faster if she had arthritis.
So what I want to ask you is, what do you think, or what would you enjoy to see in this scene? Or what do you think that he's talking about?
More explosions.
Yeah, because explosions in space do a lot of sense.
There will be no. They're not going to be in space. They're going to be on the planet.
Oh, the planet. The planet.
And it's like this. You have a guy. You have a girl. And at some point...
That's the basic Star Wars recipe.
Yeah, but at some point... Power Rangers were only 3 guys. 3 people. It was a guy, and a girl. And you have a guy, and a girl. Let's go fucking Sentai on this shit. More explosions. More weird animals transforming. I want like a vicious Palpatine sack of flesh that remembers like a sack of flesh with pus and all, like one of those villains from the Left 4 Dead, you know, but bigger. Like a smirk, like a Grimer with flesh. A muck with flesh, you know?
I have not understood a single thing you've said.
I know.
I understand all the references, but as a cake, I
Yeah.
have no idea what you're baking there.
So, there's like this container for it to survive longer. And they won't try, and he's been working on the clones alone
because it has been absorbing with the force powers,
Like a
the
Bacta
knowledge.
tank.
Yeah, but it's been absorbing the knowledge from the the scientist he kills, so he gets smarter. Like, and it gets bigger due to the volume of the information it gets. It's like a blob that looks like a big ass muck, but with flesh and the face of Palpatine and pimples and pus and all that and deformations. You know, it's like a mixture of that character on Doom Patrol, the Reader.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that, but with the face of Palpatine. And they want to try to kill him, and his process of cloning is almost complete, so he can fight them and release from the Bacta tank, and you have basically a thing that is monstrous, that looks like Jabba the Hutt, but 5 times bigger and with a skin of a mortal. But play with all those bags under the eyes, like infinite bags, because of due to his size, and they fight. And they have to transform, and the droids call to a bigger droids, and they inhabit a big giant C-3PO and trying to fight this monster. There, I
If
just
that's the scene where we see C-3PO going Rambo
yeah,
with the bowcaster,
and it goes kamikaze for the team.
that would just by itself be worth the ticket.
At some point, I'm expecting for like the sad part where we all cry because R2D2 had a plan and then put a bomb on himself and went for it to explode inside of the ship, and he made a sacrifice for all the humanity, and no one will remember except that team because it was a fucking droid. Things like that.
Nice. Okay.
I would cry the shit out if that happened, honestly.
That would make the ticket worth it, just by itself.
I would wipe my tears on the ticket and save the ticket.
Oh yeah, just frame it.
Yeah.
Yeah, frame it.
These are my eyes because of this moment. Daddy, the tint has gone away. What movie was it? You'll never know.
You'll never know. But someday I will tell you the story about it. Oh shit.
This is the story of how I met this awesome movie.
Now that we've covered the biggest issues.
What time is it?
47, 40,
Okay,
48.
we're good.
48. There's like 12 minutes.
We
still.
now can talk about the games.
And the news, because the news are not that big, so
This was the news.
okay. But yeah, going into the
Gaming.
Battlefront.
I forgot to take a print screen of the things.
I can find it here.
Oh, you can find it. I think there's like 1 week was discount for ships. The other week was discount for supports on capital supremacy, aka the heroes and villains. I remember that on the last week, you can only play Force users or lightsaber
users.
Lightsaber users. On heroes versus villains to do, and during those weeks, the quests that you have been playing will be available to play. Oh, and an update!
Let me see. That's the thing.
The Star Wars Battlefront 2 roadmap.
Wait,
and an update
wait.
view.
That's old. That's 2018. That's 2018. Stop. That's 2018.
We've gone back in time. Capital Supremacy update. Let this new update.
What?
Characters from every area update.
We can do this another way. Do you know the way?
I know the way. Do you know the way?
August.
I know the way.
2019.
Do you know the way?
Wait,
I know the way. No, wait.
2019.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Recent.
Yeah. Shit. Leaked roadmap. What the fuck? It was a roadmap. Ah, here it is.
This is it, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
That's it. That's
No.
it. That's it. That's it. That's
yeah,
it.
This
Yeah.
is it, yeah. This is it.
That's it.
Let me
So-
just click here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
on the first week.
Until today, since Friday,
Yeah.
there's a battle point event for reinforcements,
Yeah.
which they will cost 75% less on the big scale maps.
Yeah.
And then
On,
on
the,
the
second
9th
week.
on the 9th, this is all weekends.
Yeah. Ah, just weekends.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the 9th, which is Friday, next
Yeah.
Friday, there is a battle point event for vehicles, again on the big scale maps, they will cost 75% less battle points.
yeah.
On the 16th to the 18th, so 2 weekends from now,
Yeah.
it's Heroes Unleashed, which again on the big scale maps, they will cost 75% less battle points, and there will be up to 8 heroes per side on Galactic Assault, which is basically what will be
Shit nut.
a complete shit show, because 8 heroes on each side.
That's a shit show.
Every time you get on a normal trooper, you will be killed within 10 to 15
I'm
seconds.
gonna snipe the shit out.
And that's if an Anakin player doesn't come and pull you. Sorry.
Actually, the other day, it's something really weird happened to me. We'll be back on that.
Yeah. Because then on the 20th to the 25th, and this is not just weekend, because of the Gamescom event,
Woohoo!
there's a triple XP event on these 5 days.
Woohoo!
So, can't make it to Gamescom? Rank up all units across all modes with triple XP instead. Stay
Boom.
tuned for news about what's on the horizon for Star Wars Battlefront 2 in the coming months.
Boom.
So, basically, in these 5 days, it will be probably the dates where we will have news about those new ways to play that they promised us like 2 months ago.
Let's put on the podcast agenda.
Yeah.
And
then
on the last weekend.
30 of August to the 1st of September, since Friday to Sunday, Heroes and Villains event called Elegant Weapons, which basically this is the weekend where all Heroes and Villains games will be just
Impossible to play.
lightsaber heroes.
Impossible to play.
And there's also something that I didn't read on.
Oh
this
no!
came out.
It's a little information saying during this weekend all the events can be replayed to try to get the fucking
Yeah.
quest.
And then there are 2 notices. Every Wednesday,
Yeah,
there will be a double XP event across all modes.
yeah.
And community quests are still ongoing, and they will start to be viewable within the challenges menu. So basically, a better way to understand what's going on in the game within the map.
What the fuck are you playing?
Within the
man?
map
Yeah.
and the menus. So it's safe to say that the game is getting increasingly better than it was when it came out. And this is something that you don't usually
Get
see in games. Games usually start off kind of meh, then they get a little better, and then they start to be forgotten because they start to work on sequels and stuff.
It's like Dota when they forgot about Dota and they advanced to Dota 2.
But you know what's so funny? Dota 2 is still one of the most played games online,
Because people invested games and money on it.
which is funny.
Money must be funny.
Dude,
And then rich man's.
you should be on Portuguese Idol.
Thank you. I've been saying that for like over a year now.
So they can tell you, yeah, you suck, bro.
I know I suck, but I suck with style.
Oh yeah, that's a given. So, any other news you want to talk about those comics?
So yeah, the like we talked on 2 weeks from now. There would be they were going to release some comics about the origin points of Kylo, Rey, Rose, Snoke.
Yeah, those 4
And
volumes.
we were talking like some of these needed more, and I think someone listened to us because they were going to release 4 issues, which is small but still a big loss a lot.
Because just Ben and just Snoke should have 4 issues by themselves.
But this is going to be about Ben and the Knights of Ren.
Mhm.
Man and the Knights of Ren. That sounds like a rock band. We are the band and the Knights of Ren.
We are Kylo Ren and the Knights of Ren, and I am shredded. I have an 8-pack.
And he takes the shirt off.
Yeah, he takes the shirt off.
Yeah!
And Ray is in the crowd and just
Woo!
yeah.
He grabs the jack and
Yeah.
like no one can see me.
Put a baby in my belly. With the giant sign on it.
Do me like your father did your mother.
Jesus. I did not need it.
Too much.
That. Yeah, comics. We were talking about
Comics.
those comics.
But that's just it. It's the only one I remembered.
Oh, okay.
We need to wait for more releases to. Actually, I haven't been around the comics so much last weeks because professional life, and I'm every day I arrive home tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Now I know how you feel.
Fine. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah. I've been getting up at 6 a.m., arriving home about 8 p.m. Fuck.
That's a life, eh?
Hey, that's
Yeah,
alive.
That's a life.
And but on other small news, like we talked on the other episode about a little about the Star Wars RPGs. Some new issues.
once
Slowly the world was gonna roll it. Roll it because dice.
Okay.
There have been some issues released for the RPG. One of them is called Allies and Adversaries. What's important about this source book? It contains a lot of enemies, either be most of them are characters from the comics, books, and movies. You have the Emperor, Darth Vader, Han Solo, Luke, Leia. The character from the comics, Dr. Aphra, is on him,
Nice.
and the Wookiee hunter, the black qualquer coisa something,
yeah.
is also on the character list. Thrawn is also on the list.
Good. I do like my throne.
There have been like several characters of the movies / episodes / something and been there, and they have stats for 4 species to players create their characters with that species. For example, you can play a Jawa.
Mm-hmm.
You can play. I forgot the name of the species of the purple guy from Star Wars Rebel.
Zeb.
Yeah,
The
Zeb.
guy is called Zeb. I don't know the
species,
name.
you know.
I don't know.
His species. You can play now a character from his species. I'm probably wrong, but I think you can also play a Tusken Raider. I'm not sure. But more importantly,
If you can play as a Jawa, it would make sense to play as
Yeah.
a Tusken Raider.
But for a podcast I heard before that there's a podcast channel called Critical Role, which had the One Shot Podcast, which they had a sub series just for the Star Wars, and they had a sub series of that Star Wars, which they were playing with a character, with two guys playing a character on Tatooine. One was a young Jawa, the other one was a young of those guards, the big guards. I forgot the name of the species. And I just wanted to they would release also the stats to make the characters like this, the guards. It would be a funny combo, a Jawa and the son of the guards. You know,
See.
the episodes are funny as hell. And for more importantly, for me and one of my best friends, one of the characters, one of the species now you can use as a character is an Ewok. You can play as an Ewok.
I hope you can kill the Ewok.
You also have stats for Ewoks.
Good. I want to kill some Ewoks.
But you can play as an Ewok.
I don't care.
Now, think about this. A Ewok goes to space and he's a technician.
I don't care. I don't really enjoy the Ewoks.
I know, but I want to create a character that kills all the notions
Of an
of
Ewok.
Ewok.
Okay.
I want to do like. Remember that show about the mouse with the big brain?
Pinky and the Brain.
Pink in the brain. I want to go like brain on an Ewok.
Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain. I think that the song was like this. Pinky
Maybe,
and the Brain. Yeah, I think it was.
Probably. But yeah, that's my plan. Do like a brain Ewok.
So I can do a Pinky.
Yes.
I can do a Pinky
a
Ewok.
Jawa Pinky.
Okay. If it was like that, I would gladly play an Ewok. If I could do that.
I'm tired.
So that is it.
I think there have been a lot of other source books. I think there was released a source book for the era of the Clone Wars. More stats for people to read. Again, I say there should be stats for stormtroopers to be played. I'm not saying it.
It's odd that there aren't. It's odd that there aren't.
No, the thing is, I thought people would be more welcome to the idea, but even there are not like a lot of people searching for those stats or those ideas. I've been crossing the official fan forums for resources to use on our special settlement that we're building for the play the RPG, and I found cars, I found weapons, I found ships, I found stats for species and all that,
But
but
not for
playing Imperials is like, it's a no-no because they're the bad guys. And I'm like, fuck you.
That's the fun.
That's
The fun part, being the bad guy.
There are podcasts that there are people play groups that do evil campaigns.
I know. That's the best part.
The podcast I was talking about, they have another sub show of Star Wars. That's like an evil campaign, and that's fucking brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
There are officers and an inquisitor and everything else. They don't have a lot of stats for combat because they try to do it more audio-like. But yeah, even with all the people that around the world dress as stormtroopers and clone troopers and all the thing else, and now for how do you say it? First troopers and because of first order. There are no source books to play as a stormtrooper or a first order trooper or a trooper.
At least you said strooper, not stripper.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck I'm saying strooper? It's like a trooper. A strooper.
Takes all the clothes except the helmet.
If it's a girl, I'm glad with that. Yeah, go for it. Let's open a bar with that idea. And the dancing poles, they glow because lightsabers.
Yeah.
And for every girl, he has her own setting of color.
That's nice. That's something. You're onto something there.
Yeah.
We should totally open a bar.
We should totally open a bar. And if we get a girl that is okay with wearing a lot of makeup, painted all red, with dark painting also, we could have a strip show of Darth Tallow. It's a mixture of the dark side and a Twi'lek. So, yeah.
Do with that as you will.
Actually, I'm thinking, how the fuck did a Twi'lek get all red?
Tattoos, bro.
I need to search that.
Tattoos, bro.
Tattoos, man. My body's 90% ink. What about yours? 1%. What? This is all ink. What?
I can't talk about that because I have a lot of ink.
No shit.
I have a lot of ink.
It's like a podcast of the ink and the inkless.
My arms are like 50% ink. One of them has 0, the other has like 100.
The only time I have ink on my skin is when I forget to wash my hands
Yeah.
after painting.
Yeah. So that is it. Or do you have anything else that you're
Ringing the
just?
bells.
Yeah, because it's noon.
Yeah.
Because
Now
it's
you know
noon.
what time we recorded this episode.
Yeah, it's Sunday
Oh.
at noon. So
Noonish.
noon.
Ish.
Noon. So
You're moony. You're loony.
once again, we are sorry for
The
two,
lack of content.
the 2
and-
weeks because, like we've said, and like you can read on our social media, professional issues have been preventing us from recording these 2 past weeks because we were recording this
During
on
the week.
Wednesdays and Thursdays and
Mondays.
and recording and releasing on Fridays. But now, since we are working on different schedules,
Yeah.
we have to find a common ground.
Different schedules. You had work with a shit loody nuts schedule, but you will get out like at 4, and I was jobless.
It was still different schedules.
Like a free schedule and a small what schedule.
It's not small. I probably work the same
Small
hours
what?
as you.
Small what?
I probably work the same hours as you.
I
do.
didn't want to say small. I want to say small. Small what?
I just go in like 2 hours before you. You probably go at 9 and I enter at 7.
Actually, I get at 7.5.
You get in at 7.5.
Yeah.
So how are you getting home at 8?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
I'll tell you after the podcast ends.
Okay.
So we're
Yeah.
never finished the podcast.
So rest assured that this is now the new schedule.
Yeah.
So
For now.
expect us on Mondays.
Expectus Patronus. I couldn't. It's like,
Okay.
I saw the opportunity.
We went for it.
Last week it was the birthday of the Magic Boy. On the 21st.
Magic bar. Okay.
There's music like that.
No,
Okay.
I'm adapting. There's
Okay.
one that's like sexy bar, and I'm like putting.
Magic Boy.
Yeah, I'm putting.
Waving his hand.
Yeah, expect us on Mondays. And that's it. Thank you so much for.
It's like you can expect us on Mondays. You're not going to listen to us when you're out of work on Friday. You're going to listen to us when you start work on Monday, because you're going to feel terrible, and with us you can laugh.
At least.
At least.
At least there's something.
Ah, laugh all you want.
At
We are jokes.
At least there's something. At least we try.
Yeah.
there's that.
We get the achievement every week because we try.
Like a PlayStation trophy.
Yeah, but repeatedly. It's like you're stacking it.
Stacking.
After 100 trophies of the same time.
There's a platinum one waiting for you.
No, first a gold one, and then at the 100 gold one, you get a platinum.
We should give something to people who listen to us. Maybe
We're already
maybe that would bring something.
We're already giving. We're giving our presence.
Yeah, we're
our
giving.
charming
We're giving our
presence.
hearts. We're
Our
opening
hearts,
our hearts.
Our stupid minds.
Yeah.
Our dead brain cells.
Yeah.
See, that was one.
Pinky and the brain. Pinky and the brain. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys, for bearing these 2 weeks with us. And
We know it has been painful for you.
at least
You addicts. You're like, I need another episode.
I'm cold. I'm cold. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you next week, and may the force be with you.
See you.